Hey guys, Melissa here, 2 cents in 3 minutes. I just thought I'd do a little bit of a reality check because all those people who are still showing all this hatred and violence in America, I really feel like they need to just take a breath and stop a minute and realize that the world isn't stopping because they're having a temper tantrum, but that there's a lot of stuff going on that is heart-wrenching and very difficult for many Americans. And getting out there and breaking things and destroying property isn't on their to-do list. You know what I'm saying? So I just want you to know that life is still happening. Some of the things that are going on, one of the things I read about today was unfortunately a plane crash in Alaska where two small planes, I think, hit head on, and 7 people were killed. 7 people died in this accident, one of those being a state representative from Alaska, Mr. Gary Knopp. He actually was one of the people in the airplane that was killed. And I know if I just say I'm sorry, I'm sending condolences to all these families. I know it's not enough. Anytime you lose a loved one, especially when it's unexpected, it is really time stopping. So I'm sending my prayers and thoughts to these families right now. The good news is one person is in the hospital, and I believe they are still alive. So I do hope for their families that that person can come home. And I would hope that everybody can, in their hearts and souls, stop a minute and wish these families well. The other thing that's going on is the coronavirus. I know I'm going to have arguments, be like, oh, Melissa, there's no coronavirus. You're just making it up, blah, blah, blah. I'm not making it up. It's a disease. It's an illness. Let's just move on from that and agree to disagree. But I know it's out there, and I know people are dying from it. So let's just look at these numbers in America. We have over 4,700,000 cases that have come through America so far. The good news is that we've had quite a few people get through the coronavirus because they were relatively healthy, so they didn't have any problems. There is some concerns, though, because many of the people will have lifelong health issues because of the coronavirus, but at least they're alive and hopefully they can still have a decent living. The sad part is that over 150,000 people have lost their lives. And not only have they lost their lives, but they haven't even been able to have a proper burial from their loved ones because of the virus being so widespread. Other things that are going on is unemployment. Roughly 1.43 million people filed for unemployment last week. That includes a 12,000 increase from the previous week. So think about that while you're burning down a building and beating up a police officer, that someone can't feed their kids or put the electricity on or pay their rent because there's unemployment. So if you just stop for a minute and stop thinking about yourself and your hatred, you might understand what other people are going through. A big one for me, as I have a lot of friends still teaching and in the school system, is there's huge concerns here for the students, for the educators, for the staff members, for the family of people who work there, who go to school there. I mean, we could have more deaths and more spread of the virus once schools do open because people come home and grandparents visit. And then before you know it, these 2 grandparents can be in the hospital. So again, wake up, right? So I'm not going to be a jerk about it, but if you think this is okay right now, if you think this is something fun that needs to keep going on, even though if you just talk to your legislators, you will find out that things are changing. So this is an unnecessary situation. You need to just stop being selfish, maybe get a job, even delivering pizza, have yourself something to do so you don't have all the time in the world to destroy America. That would be a great idea. So I'm just putting this little one together. It's a fasty because I want you to remember that life is still happening and have some empathy for your fellow Americans, for God's sakes. Anyway, just my 2 cents in 3 minutes. Thanks for listening. See you next time.